Last week, hundreds of women tripped out in Jaro, Ugheli North local government area of Delta State, blocking major roads and the popular 5 junction in the town as they staged a protest against what they described as the continued abduction and disappearance of children from the community in the past 12 months. The protest followed the alleged fresh abduction of some children, one of whom is said to be the child of a prominent community leader. They said their action became necessary as the rising cases of disappearances had heightened security concerns among parents, especially with the resumption of schools for the new academic session. Joining us on the show to discuss the case of the missing children in Ugheli North local government area of Delta State is Olorogun Jaro Egbo, Chairman Ugheli North local government area of Delta State. Good morning, sir, and welcome to the morning show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right. Dr. Bati?
Olorogun Jaro Egbo. Olorogun Egbo, thank you very much for joining us. First, let's start by commiserating. Yes, let's start by commiserating with the people of Ugheli North and particularly of the Agbaro community on the passing of one of your prominent sons, Olorogun Oscar Igbo, who died at 67. May his soul rest in peace. Now let's talk about the abduction of children. About 40 children are said to have been abducted. And only yesterday, we were also told that a woman who was carrying a Bible in one hand and carrying a child, hiding the child inside a sack, was apprehended and, she was set ablaze in a demonstration of jungle justice. That's how bad things have gone in that community. But what are the details as the chairman of the local government that you know, particularly as we're told that most of these children are twins? Is there something in that community about twins that is metaphysical, and what are the security agencies doing about this? Because many of those cases have been reported, we understand.
Dr. Abadi, thank you for having me and for giving me the opportunity to put things in the right perspective. First, let's make it very clear, there are no missing 52 children in Agbaro, in Ugheli North, or in Delta State, as a matter of fact. When this thing was brought to our knowledge some months back, precisely in May, that there were some missing children and then there was a demonstration, I personally went to the palace of the Osubi of Agbaro, the king, and I had a meeting with those who were victims. And then after that meeting, there was a follow-up meeting in my office where we invited all those who said their children were missing. And at the end of the day, we were able to ascertain that 5 cases were involved. And we brought in the police and all of that. After that, we went to work. And then we found out that out of that 5, that one eloped, one was 70 years old, eloped with the boyfriend, and then one other one, which is Master Success Henry, was taken away by the father because the father and the mother were separated, and he took the child to Otokutu, the nearby Ugheli South, that we have recovered. Then another was Tega Ijapofu. That one is particularly very painful. The mother is mentally unstable, and it was roaming the street with the child. And then when she eventually got her senses, when she was taken to a healing room, she told the people there that she had a child, and that one is one we've not been able to, but the security people are on top of it, top of the matter. Then there is another one we know of, Mrs. Lucky. That one was the mother prepared food and said, okay, let her go and invite her friend. And before she came back, the child is missing. Then the other one we heard was that it was they caught somebody with a child on this cat by a cat pusher, You know, this what we call iron condemn. This will go about scavenge metal and all those things around Agbaro. So the allegation was that most of these, they suspect these cart pushers. So what I did immediately was to ban the activities of cart pushers, this iron condemn in Agbaro. So while the police were taking up the other matter. But surprisingly, on the 14th of this month, we got report that two twins were involved. That is a twin, Divine Elisha and Delight Elisha, aged five years, that they were left in the custody of their elder sister, one Mercy Agege, who is 15 years. And then while they were there, I think the girl went out and left them unattended to. And before she came back, somebody said that somebody came in there to ask the child of 5 years to get pure water, and then left with the child. So that matter already. So we're dealing with the issue of 3. But even at that, even if I don't want to talk about figures here, for a child missing, it's very painful to have a child to be missing. But the issue of 52, the issue of twin being taken away is not the way it is. This is the first time we're having the issue of a twin, Divine and Delight Elijah. So they took away Divine, remaining Elijah.
Okay. All right, Egbo, we'll come back to you very shortly. We need a quick break. When we come back, we have to continue this very important conversation around alleged abduction of children in Ugheli North local government area of Delta State. Stay tuned. You're welcome back. It's still the morning show here on Arise News. Now we have our guest, Jaro Egbo, Chairman, Ugheli North local government area of Delta State, still with us, and we're talking about the spate of abduction of children in the local government area. Egbo, you are telling us about the numbers just before we went on the break, and whether or not it's linked to, there's a background to some particular kind of children, like twins, for instance. But one thing that has been criticized is the way that security agents, especially the police in the state, have handled this matter. In fact, earlier this year, the Osuvie of Agbaro Kingdom had asked that the DPO be redeployed because he wasn't handling the matter effectively. Is this still the case? And to what extent have investigations been carried out, or anyone at all been apprehended, any suspect at all by the police?
Yes, thank you. They made that complaint, and actually also made complaint about the area commander, because the area commander oversee the activities of the DPO. And I can tell you, without this, the area commander was, the then area commander has been transferred to Osun State, and they brought in a crime cracker in the person of ACP Shaba. And since then, we have had a serious improvement. So it is not about the police doing what they are not ought to do, because the man that was arrested, the one that was arrested, where they said he had a child on top of his cart, we took the matter up. The police is handling it, but police told us that the people were not willing to come and give evidence about it, but they are still on top of it. So the issue is not the way it is being painted. When I saw that the thing has reoccurred again, so I was forced to now say, okay, we are going to pay 5 million naira to any of these 3 missing children. Any information that will lead to their recovery, we will pay 5 million naira to any information, because people were not willing to give information. We think that will motivate people to offer information that will lead to our missing children that are dear to us. As a local government, as a state, we value lives clearly. You will recall, we are not, Delta State is not a state where we do all these ritual. I'm sure we'll be the least state involved in ritual matters. And we don't do twins, killing of twins. This is the first time we're having this, and I do believe that, I don't want to say it openly here, but the security are on top of the matter. We have gone to Port Harcourt, we have gone to 2 other states.
You say they're on top of it. Any arrests, any suspects? What has the investigation revealed? I
told you, I said that the first person that we've caught with that cart pusher was arrested. The master is seen before the police. It is because they were accusing these card pushers of being the people responsible. That is why I prescribed the activities in Agbaro. They no longer there anymore. So after we prescribed it, there was peace before now. So that one is still with police. I don't want to preempt the activities of the police, but the matter is still on. And we do believe that the investigations that were the links we are pursuing now, at the end of the day, we will reveal those who are behind it to ensure that that thing is taken away from our state. I think they are up because they brief us all the time.
Can you hear me?
The activities.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
The issue of this thing has been on for quite a while. And it's shocking that you are just, it looks as though to me that you're taking it with kid gloves. The parents are wailing and gnashing their teeth in pain. And till date, we've not, made copious investigation. We've not even prosecuted anybody. And these children keep, just eloping like that. Is there any other way you can double up efforts to ensure that we get to the end of this? If you go and check, the stories have been on for a bit, for a long while. It's not today we've been hearing about twins just missing in Agbaro.
Like I told you, every human life is very important to us in Delta, yes, particularly in my state, in my local government where I supervise. When this thing came up, I went to the palace myself. I took hold of the issue immediately. Then we followed up with Security Council meeting. That was why it was revealed to us that if we were not investigating, we would have found out that Henry Success, the 4-year-old child that was missing, that he was taken away by the father. It was because of, as a result of our investigation, that we found out that the father, and actually asked that they should prosecute the father. Because the picture they gave to us, or the picture the mother gave to us and the family, was that the child was stolen by somebody they suspect to be a cat pusher. But eventually it turned out to be that it was the father that came to carry the child to Otokutu. We have recovered that. The other one that was caught, the matter is already in court. We charged the matter to court. Though the problem we have now is that the parents are refusing to come and give evidence to support the case. They first complained about money. I said, well, I provided a lawyer, I provided fund for them. I actually gave them empowerment to ensure because these people, the people they target at that Agbaro and everywhere, they are people, vulnerable people that can't even afford to eat. Those are the children they target.
Shemo, can you hear me? Shemo, just hear this. Shemo,
I can hear you very well.
Shemo, hear this. Missing 26 children. This was as of June. Another 50 children missing.
There was no missing 26 children.
Another, you see, so we keep hearing all this reportage. Panic, Agbaro protests over missing children. This, and you see, so there are so many stories that are going on. Are you telling us now that there were no missing any 50, any 26 children, any 30 children vanished from Agbaro? Is that what you're telling us now?
No.
That we should
because
go to sleep over
I took
Agbaro,
it upon myself to interview them. No, I am not telling you that they were missing children. We are talking about 4 lives here. 4 lives is a large number to deal with. If a child is missing, it's important that we do our best to ensure that we go to the bottom of it. If I was not serious, I would be offering 5 million naira to any information that will lead to recovery of these other children. The most painful one, like I said, is that one of Tega, Ijakpoto. It's just a 2-year-old child that the mother is mentally unstable. And then we were told from investigation that the child and the mother was roaming the streets around 4 Junction in Agbaro. But later when they took her to Ugheli North, she now told people that he has a child. So what did we do? We've been dragging our net everywhere, all these motherless people, whether they have taken custody of the child. I'm sure you are also aware that there's information that involved an orphanage where children were taken from Delta State to northern part of the country. So it's not like we sat back
So tell me
We
about
can't
that.
sit back because the governor is on top of
Tell me about that situation. Our children were taken
The
from
governor is
Delta
on
to
top of
northern
the
part of the country. Tell me about that situation, please. Our children were taken from Delta to northern part of the country.
That is not my local government. You
Okay.
should know better, Rufai. But you covered the story very well. I am the chairman of Ugheli North. I am not the, so I will speak about the Agbaru missing children.
Okay.
And what I'm telling you is that we
I
are
get
giving
your point.
5 million naira to any information that will lead to the recovery.
Okay. Look, yes, Chairman, there is a part of the story. I understand you asking for investigation, engaging the various security agencies. But there is a part of the story that I don't understand. You saying that iron scavengers, there's a story that attributed that to you, that iron scavengers have been banned in Ugheli North. What has, whatever iron scavengers do, got to do with the disappearance of children? Yes, what has iron scavengers and
Yes.
whatever they do, what has it got to do with this?
Okay, let me explain to you. When we entered the matter, when we investigated, all they said was that the children that were missing, they suspected that it is iron scavenger that comes and put them in their cart while people are at work or at school. So, and one was actually found in a cart, in one of their, these iron scavengers' cart. The one that were arrested, a child was found inside the cart. So we said, okay, if it is these iron scavengers that is making our children to be missing, okay, let us ban them in Agbaru. And the truth is that from that May where we banned them till this recent matter that occurred on the 14th of this month, we never had any issue again apart from the lead we are pursuing to ensure that we recover our children that are missing. Before this matter came up, we now stopped that. This complaint of iron scavengers coming to their house, coming to pick children or suspected of being taking away their children, the matter now died down. So we felt that, okay, maybe we took the right decision. Before this issue of Divine and Delight came up, those twins, where they took away Divine, leaving Delight. So that is the issue. It's not that we found that they were all complaining. It is this iron scavenger that come to our home where we are not around. They come and pick our children. So of course we need to. So okay, stop this your activity while police take over the investigation to actually ascertain whether it is the iron scavengers that are involved in the missing children. That's why we took that decision. That is the connection, nothing more.
All right. Okay. So I want you to set the record straight. How many number of children have been abducted? Since you say the numbers that are being touted are false, how many number? Do you know the number of children that are currently missing in Agbaru?
The one we ascertained today as I speak to you, there are 2.
Wow. Okay. So the women went on protest.
The mother is unstable.
Okay. So so the women in Agbaru community went out to protest for what is, I mean, like you said, every life matters, but the gravity for which they've said it is happening is not the case in Agbaru. Is that what you're claiming?
Yes, categorically, because I met with the women leader. I didn't send somebody. I went to Agbaru myself to meet with the women leader, especially the leader of the women. I met with her. We said, okay, if your child is busy, come over. This is not that, because they thought, what they told us when we got there was that they are afraid to approach the police, approach the DPO, and all of that. So, okay, I will be here. I sat down with them. I said, okay, where are the identity of those who have missing children? And we sat down and I looked at it. And like I told you, we brought the matter down to 6. The one that eloped, the one that the father took away, then the other one that was recovered on top of the cart.
Okay.
So the ones that are actually missing today as I speak is Tega Ejakpofo, who is 2 years, and Moses Lucky, who is 4 years. Okay. Those are the 2 that we have not been able to find. Then recently, now this one of Divine Elisha that was taken away some days back. Okay. So we're talking about 3 lives here.
Okay.
But the story out there is that 50 children, 52 children, 30 children.
But you would understand why, sir, because
it is not easy to take 30 children away.
Even the king in Agbaro had to call the attention of security agencies as a result of the number of abductions that were happening in the community. So it's quite interesting. Perhaps it's good news to see that the numbers have reduced, but I'm sure that the women would definitely be speaking to the women to find out the true state of things in Agbaro. But we thank you very much for your time with us this morning. Olorugun, Jaro, Egbo, thank you very much for your time.